welcome everybody to this edition of Trowel Time, coming to you from the beautiful campus here in Alma, Michigan, garden spot of the Midwest. With us, as always, is Ben Tigner behind the cameras. Hi, Ben. Everybody. This is the biggest audience we've had in some time. With us also is Darren Thompson, heading up our mailbag and upcoming events. Darren, thanks for being here. As always, Tom Braun's with us. Tom, good to have you.
Nice to be here today.
He's our grand lecturer, and he's going to be talking about some things today. And you'll notice, too, that the couch has one less on it. That's not permanent.
That's right.
But our good brother, Bill Finkel, is feeling a little under the weather right now. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. And our best wishes to Bill. We do have a trivia from Bill that is currently being vetted as we speak.
Okay.
But hopefully, it's a good one. It's a good one. So we're going to do that. We've got a little information coming to us from Fred Kaiser, who's heading up our Lodge Resource Group now, and Dirk Hughes, the man with the beard, and all the good stuff from the museum and library. And Dirk's going to bring us some fun things. So we got a good show for you. It's February. This is being taped on the 21st, the day before, of course, our good friend and brother's birthday. Right, so huzzahs and hurrahs to George Washington.
Hey!
Good applause. I know there's some brothers from Michigan heading out to Alexandria. This will be the first year in many years that I'm not going out for the gala banquet, but
it'll be a great experience for them.
Yeah, things just didn't work out this year for me to go to that, but looking forward to hearing about the event from those that are. I know some other our members are heading out that way, so I hope you have a good time. Looks like the weather's going to be beautiful, so that's going to be a good thing. Tom, what's happening in the world of ritual? Got new masters that are now taking over their roles?
We do, and congratulations again to all the new officers and masters who have been installed at their lodges. And we should take the opportunity now for the DDIs and regionals when they visit the lodges to make sure that they know that we're here to help them, and to also impress upon them that they are the custodians of the work. So if they have any work scheduled, they should schedule some practices with their officers to give them an opportunity to make the experience for the candidate the best that it can be.
Absolutely.
If they don't have any work scheduled, then let's go ahead and schedule a pro tem degree and give their officers an opportunity to at least do their work. Gives them a much better chance to succeed in bringing these new brothers into Masonry.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw every week we look at what's going on in the fraternity as far as initiations, passing, raisings, losses, unfortunately. And I did see last week there was a big uptick in entered apprentices. So there was a big uptick in initiations, comparatively speaking, to the first month of the year. So that means that the lodges are starting to work again.
That's fantastic.
So that's good, yeah, absolutely.
We also have the regional ritual competition is completed this month, and those winners will move on to the state competition in April, and those winners will be acknowledged at the Grand Lodge session, so we're looking forward to that.
As DDIs, some of their terms are ending. Elections are coming up.
Right, we have the triennial elections coming up for BGPs and DDIs. So if you're interested in becoming a DDI or BGP, go to those meetings. You have an opportunity to vote if you're a past master or a warden or a sitting master. Also, if your lodge your district does not have a DDI or a BGP, step up. Do something for your district.
Absolutely. When I came out of the East, my first time, I became a district deputy instructor. I ran once, did not get elected. I didn't win.
That's it.
And ran again and won.
That's right.
If you don't win the first time, keep going. Don't stop. That's all right.
Absolutely.
Not everything happens the first time.
That's
but
correct.
Of all of the things that I've done as a Mason, and that's I say very humbly, I've done a lot of things.
Absolutely.
I have to say that my favorite job, my favorite officer position in the fraternity was being a district deputy instructor. It was just a wonderful time. I remember it very fondly. Back at that time, that was District 10. they've all been renumbered, so it's not
That-
consistent
yeah.
anymore. But that district had 18 lodges back in the day.
Yeah, that wasn't unusual.
So yeah, I was gone literally every night,
Right.
and was young and unmarried. Very important to remember.
That's correct.
But yeah, I enjoyed it very much. So it's a great thing. If you're interested in that and you want to know more about it, give Tom
give me
a
a
call.
call.
Let
Send
him
me
know.
an email.
We'll be happy to help you through.
Absolutely.
Dues
Yeah.
are due.
Dues become due on January 1st. And, as a DDI, as a regional, as a BGP, you guys should always have already that
Better.
dues card.
You're darn right.
Set the example. Your lodges rely on that revenue coming in from dues paying members. So be that Mason that sets the example. Get your dues paid now.
What was it? Romper Room used to do be a doobie, don't be a don't be, right?
Something like that.
It has different connotations, folks.
And
but
without that dues card.
but in Michigan right now, be a doobie. There's a lot of business out there in
There
that
is.
world. So
I was
yeah.
thinking of the Budweiser penguin that did the doobie doobie doo.
Boy, I'm
Yeah,
not
that
familiar
was-
with that one, Darren. That
20
was
years?
that was flat.
Maybe that was after.
But without that dues card,
Yeah.
you can go
can't-
to your own lodge,
Yeah.
but you might not gain admission into any other lodge, even within your district.
That's right. I wouldn't
Without
let you
that
in.
dues card, you can't.
I
do
won't
that.
let you in.
Right. Amen.
Yeah, you're not coming into my lodge.
Pay your dues. Your
your
lodge
dues.
will be happy.
Pay your dues, for heaven's sakes. And if you can't, talk to your secretary. Let them know if you can't do it. Talk to your secretary. So much of the world's problems would be solved if we just talk to each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Brother Bill's trivia because it folds right into your last comments about dues. So we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for the latest Masonic apparel, materials, and literature from the craft? Look no more. At MichiganMasonicStore.com, you can find everything from hats and shirts to tumblers, blankets, and books. Our shirts come in a range of sizes and with logos and branding custom stitched for the Michigan Masons. Don't wait. Visit MichiganMasonicStore.com now.
And welcome back. So joining us on the couch, Fred Kaiser, past Grand Master, and heading up the Lodge Resource Group now. Fred's good to have you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for
Good
being
to be here.
Thanks for being with us. I promised Bill Finkel's trivia. So we have his trivia. I don't know how to do that. Brother Cyrus E. Hall, good name, joined Hampton Masonic Lodge of Springfield, Massachusetts on March 23rd of 1852. He paid his dues for the remaining 83 years and 9 days of his life.
Wow. And
83 years he paid his dues, folks.
In one lump sum.
No, every year.
every year.
In one lump sum. You're not going to get on the couch again, I'll tell you that.
And how much
So
were the
there's-
dues back then? Did Bill
I
say?
don't know how much they were. It doesn't say that, but I would imagine they were probably pretty significant.
Right.
Yeah. Especially in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Correct.
Yeah. So anyway, Brother Hall can do it. So can you. Pay your dues. You'll be a lot better off because of it. So Fred, we got some things coming up. We got some classes and some training. Talk to us a little bit about that.
We're excited. Darren's going to probably talk about the March 15th Lodge Leaders Day coming up here at the home, which frankly we've done the last couple of years, which is an important way for us to provide leadership training to the lodge officers and so forth. We also know and have developed a practice of also taking leadership training on the road. So we've got a spring series that'll be focused around lodge best practices in financial management for the lodges and so forth. We're targeting April the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, 27th, moving it around the state. And we don't have the locations exactly determined yet, but they'll be in St. Ignace or around St. Ignace, Dundee, Holland, Midland, and so forth. So those will be moving around. So we'll have more information out in the next few weeks on that.
Good.
So,
Good.
And fall we'll be focusing on retention and membership.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent. Yeah, the leadership class is going to be a little different this April. Got a group of presenters, and going to talk about maybe financial things for the lodge, some retention stuff in there, some mentoring things as well.
Exactly.
So it's going to be good classes, guys. When the invitations come out, be sure and sign up. You'll be definitely benefited because of it. So, Fred, thanks for all that you're doing on that one.
You bet.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Dirk and his Masonic Minute.
All right.
Be right back.
Every day we make choices. Choices to help ourselves, choices that help those around us. When it's time to make a choice about your senior living options, consider Masonic Pathways. We offer choices for entertainment, socialization, and most importantly, choices that make life easier for you. When it's time to discuss choices in your life, make Masonic Pathways your first choice and contact our care team today.
Welcome back one more time. So, everybody knows our museum and libraries down in Grand Rapids. It is a jewel of our fraternity and something we're very proud of. And to that end, we're very proud to have Dirk Hughes with us today. Or at least happy. I don't know about proud, but we're happy to have Dirk with us today. And he is starting a new presentation on our Trowel time.
All right.
In addition to our mailbag and upcoming events and stuff, he's doing a Masonic Minute. So, Dirk, take it away.
And I don't believe in time.
Thank you, Bob. And thank you for allowing me an entire 30 seconds
You're welcome.
to do this. And
That's
now
a
I'm,
Masonic Minute, by the way.
and now I'm down to 22 seconds.
Thank you.
So we better get along with
You
it.
better get moving.
All right. I was asked to do a little bio on a shaker and mover of Michigan Freemasonry. And the brother I chose today was John E. Fetzer, who was a member of what is now Kalamazoo Anchor Lodge number 22. He was a broadcasting innovator, a business tycoon, pro sports team owner. He was born in 1901 and at a very young age got into radio, and in 1930 purchased his first station. Very quickly moved it to Kalamazoo in 1931 and named it WKZO. In 1950, he starts WKZO TV and is one of the early broadcasters of the Detroit Tigers games on television. Inspired him in 1956 to buy into the Detroit Tigers, where he became sole owner in 1961. They won the World Series in 1968, and then he decided to sell the Tigers in 1983, the year before they won the World Series again. They gave him like a little commissioner's trophy. In 1985, he sells Fetzer Broadcasting and then spends the rest of his life leading the Fetzer Foundation and underwriting numerous educational and research projects before passing away in 1991. And there's our John E. Fetzer bio.
What a wonderful Masonic Minute.
Yeah.
I think I was right on the money, too.
I think you did a great job. Did you do a good job? I thought
Absolutely. Beautiful.
His first time
Thank you.
at the dais, he did a good job. Thank you, Dirk. John Fetzer was an interesting man, and there's a book about him that we have copies of at the library. We'd be happy to get out to people.
Free.
Free, and if any of you do get to the library, Dirk has a section about him and some of the stuff that he and that foundation kind of got to our museum and library, right? With the
It actually has a
word I'm
virtual
looking for.
reality headset, and if
That's
I'm
the
not
one.
mistaken, is one of the only, if not the only, virtual reality incorporation of a museum display that basically I or anyone else knows of, which is
Wow.
pretty dispositive.
Very cool. I'm in a world of virtual reality most of the time, so very good. Thank you, Dirk.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with our upcoming events and mailbag. Stay tuned.
Have you always wanted to create a will but not sure where to begin? We will make it easy for you to create a legally valid will in 20 minutes or less. The best part, it's completely free. Go to our website to look through our planned giving options. You can choose to leave a gift to MMCF, the Michigan Masonic Home, or your lodge or chapter's charity account, changing lives for future generations. This service is free whether you choose to leave a gift or not. Don't delay. Start your legacy today.
Welcome back. Darren, what's
Yes.
coming up in the future?
All right, March 2nd, we have a joint fellowcraft degree with Prince Hall at the Lansing Masonic Temple. The gavel's going to fall at 1 p.m. All Masons, fellowcraft and up, are welcome to attend. And last I knew, if anyone would like to assist with the degree work, they can get a hold of Regional Grand Lecturer Mike Swanson at rgl6mi@chartermi.net.
Okay.
And I understand our jurisdiction is going to do the degree, and Prince Hall will do the lectures. Is that correct, Tom?
Correct. That's absolutely correct.
All right.
Sounds exciting. Yeah.
We mentioned the March 15th Lodge Leaders Day. That's going to be here in Alma in the chapel. We'll have speakers from the Grand Lodge, Charitable Foundation, Outreach and Member Care, fraternal members, and many more. The cost is $30. You can register under the events at michiganmasons.org. There's a link in the news. On Facebook, I think we've got it out there. Or just give us a call. Last year, I think we were full.
We were full,
We
and
had to turn
it's
people
filling up.
away.
We got quite a few in just the last few days. So,
Yeah.
get your reservations in if you're coming to that.
Yep. March 17th, we have a joint outing with Prince Hall for the Pistons Heat game at Little Caesars Arena. The game tips off at 3 p.m. Again, you can get tickets through our calendar, I've posted on Facebook. It's in the weekly e-news. And also that day, prior to tip-off, there's a special tour at the Detroit Temple if you'd like to do both. The tour is going to start at 11 a.m. Again, get your tickets through the calendar, through the e-news. We've got links everywhere. Or go to themasonic.com for those. April 6th, we talk about leadership. There's going to be a York Rite leadership seminar. We're going to be doing our series up north somewhere, probably St. Ignace, but there's a York Rite leadership seminar April 6th at the Lansing Temple. It's open to all Masons if they'd like to come. They can get a hold of Sean Bayshore at wrestlingcoach02@hotmail.com. And then last but not least, a reminder, annual communication is coming up. It's a week early this year, so May 13th and 14th, save the dates. It's going to be in Mount Pleasant, and we will have registration info out in mid-March. But a lot of people are calling, and they're not aware it's a week earlier this year. So
Yes.
May 13th and 14th, and also when you're registering, keep in mind that Waybon Lodge in Mount Pleasant will be doing breakfast on both of those days. So when you're deciding what meals to purchase, keep that in mind. So that is it for our upcoming events.
Okay. I'm preparing my horse as we speak. Yes. You get there, you'll find out what we're talking about. Mailbag, Darren, mailbag.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Hey.
We have had a busy mailbag in the last couple months. We had to narrow it down to a few here, but we've got three. The first one is from Roger Peak at Charlevoix 282. He wants to know which Michigan Grand Lodge publication includes a sample meeting agenda and where can it be found?
You can find that information in the Michigan Masonic manual. It's Chapter 2, and it's titled Conducting Business.
Okay.
And it tells you what to do conducting your business and planning for it, and then it also gives you the schedule of your agenda for the business meeting.
And your lodge should have a hard copy of the manual. They were sent to every lodge,
They're available
15, 20 years ago, and they're also online.
Yeah, it's probably the one that's holding the door open.
Probably. It's a big book. If you can't find it,
If you can't find it, that's where you look first. On the floor by the door.
But we have them on the website as well. If you go to michiganmasons.org, log in, go under members, then books, education, and training, and it's right there, along with the blue book and other things that you might not know.
And
are
I
there.
think there's a lot of places you can find an agenda. Quite frankly,
Yeah.
at the back of your bylaws is probably an order of business as well, so that might give you some guidance too.
Yep.
So there's a lot. If you just type in sample agenda in Word, there's thousands pop up, so that shouldn't be too hard.
All right. Question number 2 is from our buddy Royce Myers, Star of the Lake in South Haven. He would like to know who is authorized to perform an installation ceremony and what happens if an officer misses said installation ceremony.
Well, a past master of a lodge can perform the installation ceremony. If
Any past.
any past master. And if an officer is missing, they can be installed by their master at a business meeting.
At the next meeting he shows
Sure.
up to.
Sure.
Which is hopefully the next one.
Hopefully, yeah.
Should be. Okay. And one more. This is one that we've gotten several calls about. So this comes from Darren T. of Alma Lodge 244.
Huh.
He would like
That
to know,
would be-
or he would like everybody to know, when a member transfers, what happens to the dues he has already paid to the lodge he's transferring from.
There is a formula in Masonic law that dictates the percentages of dues that are moved from Lodge A to Lodge B. So look at that first, and that should give the guidance that's needed. But the money is supposed to be transferred to the lodge that you are going to by that formula.
And I might add, it's right there in the transfer form, guys.
And he might add, it's right there in the transfer form, guys.
Great
So,
question.
It's a great answer, too.
Okay, so yeah, the guy that's transferring out, especially the $46.50 you've collected for per cap and fees, that needs to go to the other lodge because he's going to show up on their report, not yours. You're not going to get billed for him, so you've collected that money. That should go to the incoming lodge.
Right.
And then the formula you're talking about is to basically to refund the member. He's going to pay partial to the other lodge, and you're going to refund him partial from your lodge. So.
Right, right.
All
Yeah,
right.
it is a bit of a convoluted process, but.
And one
and
more
it all-
mailbag item. This is a comment on our YouTube page that we'd like to read. This comes to us from Paul Buckingham, who's a past master and past secretary of Craft Lodge in East Kent, England. He says, really great show, guys. Much enjoyed. Keep up the good work.
All right.
So thank you, Brother Paul.
Even when you're interrupted. you-
We're on
you
for
get-
another month.
yeah. Well, he's not from Sweden, but it's okay. Okay. Thank you, Darren. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much. Appreciate everybody taking part. Fred and Tom and Dirk. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully, Brother Bill will be back with us soon. Our prayers are with him, and we miss you. It's not the same without him.
That's correct.
But we know that you're getting better, and we're praying for you. We're pulling for you. You're going to be fine. So, everybody, have a great Masonic month. Enjoy February. It's wrapping up now. March is right around the corner. Starting to get it's a beautiful day out today.
We're on the
It's
right
warm.
side of the calendar.
That's right. And we're on the right side of the temperature scale, too. So, everybody take care. We'll see you soon. Next time on Trowel.
Good night, Sweden.
It's got the homage to Sweden.